All Striders to the top of the hill. All Striders, top of the hill. First moto. All right, Moto 1 on the track. Got some Strider action. Josie Reed, Aiden Muehlhausen, Jensen Pardue, Kent Yateman, Ezra Sykes, and Lane Hill. Pretty good battle out front there. Looks like Lane Hill and Ezra battling it out for the Sykes around turn one and grab the whole shot. Looks like Lane in the 2 spot. 9-11 by Yateman right there on the 3. Jensen Pardue getting in the mix right there. Muehlhausen up the hill. So right now, through the rhythm, gonna be Sykes out front. Lane Hill in the 2 spot. Leave us Josie Reed in there in the 2 spot. Kent Yateman on the 3. To the line. Sykes going to take the one. Lane Hill holding on to that 2 spot. Kid was chasing down the final straight. Over the table, back to line 2. Lane Hill on the 2. The 9-11 guys holding on to the 3. Kent Yateman's going to get down the hill. He will. The 9-11 guy gets in there for the 3. 486. Jensen Pardue for Boss Racing on the 4. Here comes Josie Reed on the 5 and Aiden Muehlhausen finishing it up. All right, Moto 2, the round 1720 Cruiser got Sparkles, Hood Slider, Holy Moly, and the world's greatest Jody Watson. Pretty good pop out of Claybrook, the lead Moto 1. Some side-by-side racing between Sparkles and Watson. The world's greatest. Yeah. Rolling Nolan on that, too. It's all Finn out front through the rhythm. Here comes Jody on the 2, out of turn 2. Sparkles on the 3. Van Priest in the 4 spot. Final straight racing, that's going to be the district 1. Sandike Claybrook back to the line, taking the 1. World's greatest, hold on to that 2 spot. Here comes Roland Nolan, ramping it up a little bit on that district 7. Sandike back to the line, Roland Nolan going to get in there for the 2. Jody loses it, almost takes the 3 in on the 4. 5 and under novice on the track. Stice, Zerkat, Welch, and Sims. Looks like a Hardesty rider out front. Got to be Misha Stice running. Misha Stice on the 1. Sims on the 2. Looks like Zerkat on the 3. That will put Mason Lowe, Grand Pole Warrior BMX on the 4. But right now it is all Stice out front. These boys are trying to chase it down. 5-year-old novice on the track into turn 3. Stice is going to lead the boys around down the 4th straight. Jet Sims and Sandine holding on to that 2. Jericho to the gate. Jericho and Langford, you are needed at the gate. Back to line with Stice on the 1. Jet Sims to Sandine can hold on to the 2. Looks like Welsh gets in there for the 3 and Zerkat in the 4. 6 novice on the track. Williams, Thompson, Woolridge, Thompson, and Rupnow. Going to be top or that's legal. Going to be Graham Rupnow leading down the 2nd straight at the Jinx rider in that 2 spot. Going to be Woolridge holding on to the 2. Right now, Graham Rupnow checks out really with us. Woolridge holding on to that 2. Out of turn 3, Rupnow heads for home. 141 back to line. Gonna take the 1. Woolridge down the final strip. Team Stroke and BMX on the 430 back to line. Grayson Woolridge gonna grab the 2. 715 by getting in there for the 3. That's Graham Thompson. He's doing it for Barry Hill BMX. And the 861 in there on the 4, Hudson Williams. Mason Thompson for Barry Hill in the 6. 7 novice on the track. Whitburn, Langford, Siler, Stice, and Hardison. Side by side going into turn 2. Good racing here. Looks like Landon Wittenberg getting on there. Jericho Langford on the 2. Side racing up front. Changing into turn 3. Headed back to the line. Who's got up front here with the 546 track? It's going to be Wittenberg on the 1. Langford getting in there on the 2. Portia Stiles from the 3. 307 now. Casey Tyler on the 4. 8 novice on the track. Delagarza, Westerfield, Colpitt, Gutierrez, and Whitlock. There he is, running out on point. Got to be Raiden Delagarza doing it from Manford Pirate BMX on the 1 spot. Got a challenger there in the 930, Jackson Colpitt. We're going side by side for that 3 spot right now. Mercy Gutierrez right there looking to get in the mix, but it is all Delagarza out of turn 3, headed down the final straight. Jackson Colpitt holding on to that 2. Yep, that's the 530 getting in there. Corey Whitlock on the 2. 725 Jordan Westerfield on the 3. So that one goes Delagarza 1, Whitlock 2, Westerfield on the 3. 9 novice on the track. Smith, Anthony, Price, and Kirby. Emerson Smith grabs a little shotgun through, doing it for Memorial Charger BMX. Then we came in Price in there on the 2. 26 by Casey Kirby on the 3. But right now it's the Memorial Charger leading them out of turn 3. Going to be Kane and Price doing it for the Vegas Golden Devils, trying to run down on the final straight, but it's too much for 429 by 2 fast. Emerson Smith going to take the 1. 531 Kane and Price on the 2. 526 getting in there. Casey Kirby doing it for the Jinx Trojans. Team throwing up on us, getting big. That's right, it was Soldier. In the Triple Eight, Aiden Anthony back to the line in the 4th spot. 10 novice on the track. Westerfield, Davis, Joyce, and Aseri. It's going to be the Union Red Hawk running out on point. That's Aseri Jet. Great name. Guy rode at the front with that name. 251, a Sari out of turn 2, leading the charge. Looks like Henry Davis getting in there on the 2 spot. But out of turn 3, there's the Union Red Hot. Sari leading them back to the line. The 445, Henry Davis holding on to that 2 spot, doing it for Edison. The 432 on the 3. Elliott Joyce. Another huge trouble getting there. Then the 815, Grayson Westerfield on the 4. Moto 10 on the track, 11 novice Luke Denny, Ryder Bacham, and Indigo. Nope. Odyssey Ryder, out front, going to be Luke Denny leading it. Got them there for Pirate, Ryder Bacham on the 2 spot, and Indigo doing for Edison on the 3. Out of turn 3, Luke Denny out on point. Back to the line. 180 by Denny's going to take this one. Pirates, Bacham to the grab at the 2. 58-57, Indigo getting in there on the 3. 13 novice on the track, Wells, Schroeder, Whitlock, and Thompson. Got the Sandite out on point. Gotta be Connor Schroeder leading them, Sam Thompson on the 2. It is the 792 Connor. Drop one out there, turn 1. Keep it going. Final straight racing, it is the 792. Connor Schroeder back to the line, going to take the 1. The 582 Sam Thompson doing it for Augustine Christian on the 2. 795 McElhaney, Carly Wells getting in on the 3. Seven intermediate on the track, Wilkins, Golden, and Roland Nolan. Couple of Sandites going side by side down the first straight. It's going to be Roland Nolan and a wild thing. Wilkins. Rock 1 takes the whole track coming through. It's going to be Roland Nolan out in front. Wilkins on the 2. Tegan Bowman doing flip pull, trying to track him down. Got a fast cat out front here. Wilkins trying to track down the Rock 1. Out of turn 3, back to the line. Roland Nolan's going to lead it. Rock 1. Roland Nolan going to take the 1. 195. Wilkins getting in there on the 2. Tegan Bowman on the 3. 15 intermediate on the track. Johnson, Wright, and King. Close racing here. It's going to be 9 Johnson leading them down the second straight. Lucas King getting in there. There's Lando on the 3. We'll go Johnson, King, Wright, 1, 2, 3. Tight racing through the rhythm. 9 leading the charge. And Lucas looking to make some move. Ohio action. Yep. Holds up. Going to save it. Come on, Luke! Gets it. 7. 9 Johnson back to line. Going to take the 1. Lucas King, Sandite in there on the 2. And Lando on the 3. 36, 40, intermediate on the track. Meyer, Harrison, Adwell, and Denny. Side by side, it's going to go Rad Dad grabbing a whole shot. Denny on the outside. We'll go Meyer, little high-low action in 2. Looks like Meyer holds on to that 1 spot. Denny on the 2. Tight racing out front here. Rad Dad leading the charge. That's going to be Meyer back to the line. Justin Meyer on the final straight. We'll hold on to that 1 spot. Denny on the 2. 63 back. Lead it. The 3. Sparkles on the 4. 9 expert on the track. Felix Meyer, Stice. Side by side racing down the second straight. That's Stice and Meyer. Inside line, gonna go Stice, little high low. Here comes Meyer trying to make the pass. Executed beautifully there. Gonna be Monster Meyer taking over the lead. Stice on the 2, Biggie in there on the 3. Out of turn 3, gonna go race back to the line, but it is the Monster Meyer leading it. 15 back, August Meyer back to the line, gonna take the 1. Stice on the 2. Kane, Biggie Felix on the 3. 11, expert on the track. Big group here, Johnson, Hinkle, Baker, Kemp, Meyer, Stice, and Clovis. Gonna be the bad boy Ivan Kemp leading them down the second straight. Sparkle's trying to get involved there. There's Pistol Pete in the 3 spot, Johnson in the 4. 47 right in there. That's Stice. Looking to make a pass. There goes Stickers down the middle. Gets over there. Makes it stick on the inside. It'll be Stickers on the 1. Bad Boy 10 on the 2. Pistol Pete holds on to that 3 spot. Back to line. Goes Stickers 1. Bad Boy 2. Pistol Pete Johnson in there on the 4. Stice on the 5. 14 expert on the track. We'll go play with Burners, Ridley. First straight racing, whole shot. Gonna go up 2, Clever. Got Burners, Dr. Phil on the 2. Out of turn 2, Clever holding that 1 spot. Dr. Phil on the 2. Zipping through the rhythm. These fast cats out front. Out of turn 3, gold cut 2, Clever 1, gold cut 1 right behind him. Clever 1, Dr. Phil on the 2. Luke Rhythms, getting right that 3 spot. 1720X on the track. Buchanan, Horner, Purdue, and Nelson. Oh, it's going to be the Fireball leading the charge down the second straight. Buchanan, the Sandite, trying to get involved here. 2:06.5. Fireball leading us through the river. Looking good doing it. Buchanan trying to get that 1 spot. See what happens in turn 3. Fireball going to lead it. Got Hoyland in that 3 spot. Back to line in the 2:06. Fireball 1, Buchanan on the 2, Hoyam grabs the 3, and the 144 by Chandler Pardue on the 4. All Striders. So line it up for round 2. All Striders, you're needed in the gate for round 2. Gate is down. We are off. We are running. We got a whole bunch of Striders. Looks like even more this time. Josie Reed, Aiden Milhausen, Pardue, Yates, Stice, and Hale. We're going side by side into turn 1. Looks like Lane Hale on the inside. If it's a bar-to-bar action going over there. Oh, here comes Stice, charging back, looking back in it. It's going to be Stice up the hill on the whole shot. Lane Hill on the 2. Pardue getting involved on the 3. Here comes Milhausen. Yep, got one going fading back down the hill. Jimmy, behind you, got a couple down. All right. It's going to be Lane Hill. Oh, here he comes on the inside. Going to be Stice making the pass. It'll be Stice on. Well, Hill kicks it into overdrive. Pardue's getting into the mix there. We may go 3 wide through the rhythm. But it's Hill, Stice, Purdue, 1, 2, 3. Muehlhausen, not that far back there on the 4. Out of turn 3, Lane Hill's going to lead it. Final straight racing. Don't stop for pictures. Don't look around. Just get to the finish line. Lane Hill on the 1. Stice in that 2 spot. Here comes the 486. Jensen Purdue. Back to the line. Lane Hill going to take the 1. Ezra Stice getting in there on the 2. And the 486. Jensen Purdue on the 3. Here comes the 844. 38 Muehlhausen getting in there on that 4 spot. 9-11, Kent Yaden finishing up here with Josie Reed. Back to the line, up the table, no problems there, the 9-11. Kent Yaden to the line. Finishing it up the big hill, Josie Reed. Gonna round it out for the Striders. (17-20) Cruiser on the track. Harrison, Flavor, Van Treese, and Watson. Going to be Harrison leading out of turn 1. Flavor on the 2. Jody cutting the track again. What a move. The guy knows all the shortcuts. Here comes Roland Nolan. Taking the low side. Ever holding on to that 1 spot. Flavor on the high side. Flavor taking over the 1 spot. Harrison on the 2. Going to be Van Treese and Jody battling for that 3 spot. Split down racing. He's going to try to get Flip back in here. Flavor on the 1. To the line. Flavor takes 1. Edie Harrison on the 2. Roland Nolan airing it out on the 3. And Jody on the 4. Here we go. Fired under novice. Size Zuricat, Welch, and Sims. Side by side down the second straight. Good race here. See a Sandite out there. That's Sims battling. Going to be battling with Stice. Sims wins the battle. Takes over the 1. Stice ain't done yet. Here she comes on the outside. Going to make that pass in the rhythm. Making some moves through the rhythm. Stice on the 1 spot. Sims on the 2. You got Wilson Zuricat. I think I swallowed a mosquito or something. All right. Back to the line at 57 bikes. It's going to be Stice. Misha Stice getting in on that 1 spot, making some moves. Here comes the 796. Mason Welsh getting in there on the 2. Sims on the 3. And my guy, Cash Zuricat on the 4. Six novice on the track. Williams, Thompson, Woolridge, Thompson, and Rutnow. Edison Ryder putting in his work, doing it again. Running out on point. Graham Rutnow doing it for Edison. Now we got that Jinx Trojan in there. Grayson Woolridge holding on to the 2 spot. Right now into 3 is all Edison Eagle BMX. Nice save right there by Woolridge on that 2 spot. Going to give up the spot, but he straightened out. We're back to line. It's the 141. Graham Rutnow taking the 1. Racing back to line. Had some moves. 861. Hudson Williams. So Paul Pachita BMX getting in there on the 2 spot. Woolridge holds on for the 3. The 715 gets in there. Graham Thompson. 7-16, Mason Thompson on the top. 7 miles on the track, Wittenberg, Langford, Siler, Syson, and Varsity. Jericho, Langford can go side by side here. Inside line, looking fast, making a pass. That is going to be Landon Wittenberg. Looking good in turn two. Jericho Langford on that 2 spot. Holds on to it. Another nice save there by Final straight racing, it is going to be the 546. Wittenberg, Landon back to the line, taking along the 291, getting in there for Edison Eagles. That's Jericho Langford. Side by side, here comes Stice taking that 3 spot away. The 807, Case and Siler on the 4. Onyx Ferguson going to finish this one on the 5. 8 novice on the track, Delagarza, Westerfield, Colpitt, Gutierrez, and Whitlock. Going to be Delagarza leading them, grabbing the whole shot. We got a whole pile of riders behind him. Who's it going to be? Delagarza on the point, out of turn 2. Looks like Jordan Westerfield in the 2 spot. Gutierrez getting involved there, looking for a line back there in that 4th spot, but really Delagarza. No plate on the bike. He's lucky I know who he is. Delagarza on the line. 935. Jackson Colpitt on the 2, the 725 on the 3, Jordan Westerfield. Gutierrez getting in there on the 4. 9 novice on the track, Smith, Anthony, Price, and Kirby. On the charge, as usual. Going to be Smith leading them down the 2nd strip. Kenny Joyce on the 2. Love to see the school runners out here, these Beggs Golden Devils. Pretty good mascot. So right now is Emerson Smith leading them out of turn 3. Kenny Price holding on to that 2. Going to have the Jeep rider, Casey Kirby, in there on the 3. Aiden Anthony holding on to that 4th spot. Back to the line, Emerson Smith on the 1, Kenny Price 2, the 526. Cheeks Trojan, Casey Kirby on the 3. Aiden Price can come around and grab the 4. Two novice on the track, Westerfield, Davis, Joyce, and Aseri. Pretty good pop out of Aseri. Only rider I know of for the Union and Ops. He's making it look good. Aseri on point, grabbing the whole shot. We're going to go side by side for the 2. Looks like got a Trojan getting in there. Chiefs, Trojan, Illa Joyce on the 2 spot. Unit for Jinx on that 432 line. We'll go Aseri, Joyce, Davis on the 3, and Westerfield on the 4. Back to the line. 251 by Aseri. They're going to grab a 2nd ace of the day. Got a race back here for that 2. Getting that 492, holding on to it. 432, Elliott Joyce on the 2, 445, Henry Davis on the 3. And the 815, Grayson Westerfield on the 4.
Our generation.
11 novice on the track, Denny Bockham and Logan.
Older brothers to us.
Luke Indigo leading down the 3rd straight. Bockham trying to get in there. Here comes the Edison Middle flying through that rhythm. That's going to be Indigo trying to track down that Master Powder. So right now, Luke James from RC Bill is going to lead him on the 3 up the line. 180 by Luke Denny on the 1. 328, Bockham getting in there on the 2 with the 857, and Indigo Murphy on the 3.
The movements, so it's funny. Because
all right, next 50 novice on the track, Will Schroeder, Whitlock, and Thompson. We'll be the same night leading them out of 3. That's Connor Schroeder back to the line. Sam Thompson on the 2. There's Whitlock in there on the 3. And 795. 795. Harley Welsh on the 4 for Glenpool being next. 7 intermediate on the track, Wilkins, Bowman, and Van Treese. Couple Sand Knights going to battle again. Looks like